Greetings, I'm KatherineOfSky, and we are going to look at the brand new patch notes for the Timberborn Experimental. We are getting what people have been asking for ages and ages and ages. Well, people, I say people, that doesn't include me, people. I'm quite happy with the stair-step power, but looks like the devs decided to add vertical power, and they actually took away our stair-step power, which is kind of sad. Anyway, we have vertical power shafts here. They say it was clunky before and in tight spaces and long distances. Now, I have to agree with that, but I felt like that was part of the challenge. I actually kind of enjoyed when we built like stairs and then had power shafts running above it. I thought that was pretty cool. All right, so they're replacing the old high power shaft with 3 separate modules. Vertical power shafts stack vertically on top of one another, and they can even power up buildings through the floor. So here's some of the examples. We see, first of all, there's a water pump going on here with a vertical power shaft running into the water, and it kind of goes kind of like there's a little corner here, and then it goes up, and it looks like you can do the old power shafts, but it takes 3 separate modules to do the thing that one module did before. So I'm hoping that they'll add back in the stair-step module just to make it easier. Instead of using 3 modules, why not just use 1, you know? Anyway, we see another building over here. This looks like a metal smelting or something like this. And you see it's powered up through the floor on the bottom. We see a very long kind of an aerial thing going on here. We see a vertical shaft and then a transition to a horizontal shaft over this kind of a bridgey thing that's probably like an overhang over here. So that's kind of cool. That's really neat. Let's see. We have updated buildings. So we have upward power shaft and downward power shaft. Those are the ones that connect to side power shafts. Okay, so this is going to be, I guess this is the upward and this is the downward, or maybe vice versa. I haven't played with it yet, but they are clearly end pieces, whereas the vertical shaft itself is a middle piece. Okay. So let's see, they must be placed above the ground. Use a shaft to build your power lines, and thanks to its integrated platform to power up buildings through the floor. Okay, so that's great. Then we have the upward and downward, and then we have updated buildings, mechanical fluid pump and deep mechanical fluid pump. Power shafts can now connect from front and back. Ah, thank you. And even the bottom, it says, not just from the sides. Also, the pump's lower part acts as a 3-block levee, blocking water. Wow, we could have used that. Okay. Anyway, but yeah, that's what we see in this picture. That's pretty handy. Windmills and large windmills, when placed on a vertical power shaft, windmills power output is transferred directly downwards, which is great. So basically, they just added another connection point on the bottom of windmills. So 3D water physics. We absolutely love what you're doing with the updated water physics systems. We wanted to expand it a little more. Keep your crazy builds coming. So remember, they made water work a lot better in the last one, including like going past water wheels and stuff where it doesn't stop the water wheels anymore, which has been so nice. When a fluid reaches the ceiling above a covered fluid source and there's a way for it to escape, for example, to the side and upwards, it will do just that. This means you can now assemble pipe-like setups. Oh, that's nice. So you can have a literal pipe. I wonder how that works exactly. Maybe you could put platforms, like if you wanted a 1-block pipe, you could put platforms inside and then levees on top, or maybe impermeable tiles on top. Maybe you don't even need levees on the top. Water sources can now be built over natural overhangs in the map editor. Okay, that's cool. That's nice. Platforms covered with impermeable floor tiles no longer allow water to pass through from below. Okay, so we can make pipes. You don't have to have levees on top. You can just put impermeable tiles. That's quite interesting. Okay. I don't know why you would need a pipe specifically. Unless you're doing some kind of like underground thing, maybe. Oh, you know what you could do? You could do pipes like under a city to make the grass green and then have walkways above it. And the reason you'd use that instead of just regular platforms is that it won't overflood. It will never flood. So that might be a really good way of using that. But you need to make sure that you only need the dimension of your pipe. You don't need 2 width or 3 width of a river or an aqueduct. You only need 1 pipe wide to fill whatever area you're looking at. I'm actually looking really forward to playing with this. I want to start a brand new colony and work with this stuff. This is so much fun. Maybe, you know what? We've always had these kind of cities that are not green, because that's where you build your city, is where the water doesn't reach. So maybe we use pipes now to get through that. I don't remember what the sort of tech level of that is, but maybe that's going to be a good solution for us. Okay, so MISC, extend building time for most buildings so you can enjoy the view of beavers hammering away a little more often. Now, this was put into place, and then immediately there was a patch the very next day saying, we've cut that time in half. And I'm like, yeah, I don't like the idea of extending building time. I don't know why that came to the developers' attention, why that was changed. I didn't feel like it needed to be changed at all. When using the layer hiding tool, hidden layers of terrain are now more prominent, so it's easier to notice the tool is active. Okay, cool. When placing multiple levees at once, you can now draw rectangles rather than just line. Oh my God, yes! Go crazy with the aqueducts. This is perfect. Yes, thank you, devs. Icons in the power category on the toolbar are now more consistent color-wise. Oh, okay, cool. Reduce the RAM and VRAM usage related to 3D water physics. That's always good. Okay, and then there were bugs fixed. We're not going to go over the bugs. I'm going to go ahead and rate this. Oh, whoops, I'm not signed into Steam. I always do this on browser. I never sign in because I just look at stuff and I show stuff to you. But yeah, I'm going to rate this post up when I log into Steam and get this going. But yeah, really excited about the new series. I got a couple of map suggestions, but I think I'm just going to have a look and see what's in the game. I do not know whether we can use maps from Modland. I don't know how to connect that now that there's official modding in the game. I'm not sure how to get those maps into the game. So if you happen to know, do please let me know. Also, tell me what you think about this update. What do you think about vertical power shafts? Do you miss the stair steps, or did you think they were just too clunky to work? How do you feel about that? Do let me know. I'm very curious about it. As always, share with your friends, like, please subscribe if you're not. And also check out my Swedish channel. Hello, where are you? Oh no, it's not coming up. Oh no. Anyway, I have a Swedish channel. It's called Refreshingly Swedish, and I talk about what it's like to be an immigrant to a brand new country to me. So it's kind of cool. I just posted a really awesome video today about differences in culture between the United States and Sweden, and I think some Americans will definitely be shocked about the differences. And I think if you're a Swede or a European, you would be shocked by what I have to say about the American way of doing things. So do check that out. I'll put a link in the description below. Otherwise, thank you so very much for joining me. Take care of yourselves and each other, and I'll see you next time.